and welcome to the Abundology Podcast. My name is Renee Spears, and I'm an abundance and business mentor, and I help people have more money, love, time, and joy in their lives. I'm coming to you from a very quiet and sunny downtown Portland, Oregon, and this is the weekly energy update for the week of March 22nd, 2020. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And I did spend quite a bit of time tuning up my energy this morning, so I would have a lot of positive energy to share today, because we all need it. What extraordinary times that we're living in now. And before we get started talking about the new moon this week, let's talk a little bit about grief first. And we are entering into a time of grief. Grief about death, grief about the health of our family and our friends, grief about our economic situation. Let's face it, our cities, our country, and the world will never be the same. Reality as we know it is ending, and there's a lot of grief that goes along with that. So remember that we are all grieving on some level every day. So treat yourself and everyone else as if they've just experienced a huge death. This is time to do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself. Give yourself permission not to write the great American novel or be the best homeschool teacher ever. Say no to anything that you don't want to do. We're doing some heavy-duty grieving at the same time right now that we have this new spring energy that wants to start something new and do something, wants to take action. So this could cause tremendous anxiety and cabin fever and not knowing what you're doing with yourself, what you should do. I know yesterday I just stood in the middle of my house and looked around lost, what do I do now? So one way to deal with with all of this energy that's coming out is to change how you think about doing. So instead of feeling like you need to do something and be a productive person, let's shift your thoughts to the idea that when you're taking action, you're doing it for the sake of your mental health. Because we still have this Aries energy that wants to take action, and we need to manage it somehow. So for instance, if you're feeling like you should clean a closet, you can still clean out the closet, but shift to the thought that you're cleaning it out to take care of yourself. So by taking action and cleaning the closet, you are burning off some of that internal energy that may be causing the anxiety. So instead of doing it because you should, shift the thought to, I'm choosing to do this to help manage my energy and take care of my mental health. So cleaning out the closet becomes a way to take care of yourself. So we have the new moon this week, Tuesday in Aries. And as we know, a new moon represents the end of one cycle and the beginning of another new 28-day cycle. And so there's a boost of energy when this happens too. So we have that spring energy, we have this new moon energy, and then we have the energy of grieving and being uncomfortable right now. So this is really a time to focus on managing your energy, doing what you need to do to get that internal energy out, to work it out. And a lot of times that requires physical activity. So getting outside and taking a hike, vacuuming the floor just to move the physical energy out of you. If it starts to accumulate inside of you, it could cause a lot of really uncomfortable feelings. So this new moon is sextile Saturn, and it is a doozy. How it aligns with all the planets makes it associated with sickness and misfortune. And it's a serious and responsible energy that makes you focus on the practical matters. So we have sickness and loss and grief. All of that stuff is to be expected. So this new moon is for protecting and nurturing and healing of yourself and your loved ones. I'm going to say that again. Protecting, nurturing, and healing yourself and your loved one. This is the energy of this new moon. And this new moon lasts for 4 weeks up until April 22nd. So we are in for some tough times right now. And let's also remember that this is a 4-year. And in a 4-year, we are required and called to, I should say, return to the self and find ways to create safety and comfort and purpose from within. And this, what we're doing right now is quarantining and taking some time out, is that returning to the safety and the comfort and finding our purpose from within. And I suspect we're going to learn a lot about ourselves this year because of this being a 4-year and what we're experiencing. So 4 represents feeling at home within ourselves. And it definitely seems like that's a lot what's happening right now. So in astrology, 4 degrees of Aries is actually a very spiritual, sensitive degree of the zodiac. It indicates advanced psychic energies and the ability to ascend to higher realms while still remaining grounded. So this is a time when we can deepen our connection with spirit and use it as a tool to connect with who we are and what we can do to feel more at home within ourselves. We're going to be learning a lot about ourselves and our feelings and stuff that may have been buried that we didn't deal with. So this makes it especially essential that you move the energy and you get it out. Exercise, jumping jacks, sit-ups, a walk, cleaning, anything to physically move that energy. So the Aries new moon is just a wonderful time to set intentions for the year ahead. Okay, but here we are at this time. We don't even know what intentions to set right now about how we want our life to be. We've done a lot of that dreaming and creating the past few months, so we're on the trajectory. But right now, instead of telling spirit and the universe what we want, why don't instead we open our heart to receive what spirit and the universe wants from us? So how can you become a vessel for spirit? How can you allow spirit to take the lead in your life and show you the way forward? Sometimes one of the most powerful intentions we can set is to surrender to the divine, to source, to God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, and just allow it to show us the way to perfect the new beginnings for our soul. This is a time about heavy duty, big soul new beginnings, new ways of being as a person, a mom, a sister, friend, new ways of being as in our society. Do we really not want to take care of the most vulnerable in our society? We've been doing that up till now, not taking care of them. I think this is really time that we shift and we look at how we've been acting and how we have been being and shift into doing it a better way. So to recap, we have a new moon on Tuesday. These are some serious times that require us to take extreme care of ourselves and of our energy. Do what you need to do to take care of your mental energy. So shift away from any shoulds. This is a time now and forever to get rid of the fucking shoulds. No more shoulds. You may still decide to take action and clean something out or start something new, but it's because you're making a choice to do it as a way to manage your energy, not because it's a should. And finally, let's let this be a time when we deepen our connection to spirit, to God, to the universe, to a higher power, whatever it is for you. Let's use this extraordinary time to take advantage of that gift. We would all do better to live a more connected life with spirit. And this is our opportunity to do that. So, as always, thank you for listening. Take care of yourselves and stay safe and healthy. These are tough times. So take it one day at a time or even 1 hour at a time if needed. We will get through this and we will come out transformed for the better on the other side. Let's use this time to connect to spirit, our higher selves, and our better selves and make a permanent shift so that we live life in a different way from here on out. All right, I'll talk to you guys next week.